If you follow the UFO issue, you have probably noticed that many of the most compelling encounters in recent years have happened between unidentified craft and U.S. Navy assets. The famed USS Nimitz Tic Tac is just one example. Whatever they are, these things seem to spend a lot of time around water. Now, that has fueled speculation that aliens might be living on the ocean floor instead of above our heads in space. That fascinating theory is the basis for the latest NewsNation special, Reality Check with Ross Coulthart, Underwater UFOs. It airs this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Ross and his team investigate reports of a mysterious underwater UFO highway. Yeah, you heard that right. Tens of thousands of unidentified submersible objects, or USOs, as they're called, have been sighted off United States shorelines, most frequently off the coast of California. That's where the team met a boat captain who was speaking out for the first time about his harrowing encounter with several color-changing orbs.
That's what really interests us with your case, because how long would you say the total duration from when you saw these things? You have a couple minutes on that video, but if you were to say from start to stop on one set of those orangish lights, how long were they up in the air?
Probably, I was witnessing them flying close to my boat for about 10 minutes. There's some smaller ones off in the distance you don't see in the video, but it started out like as three orbs that were close together, like in a triangular pattern, and they'd all kind of they were changing colors from red, black, orange, some weird oddball stuff, and they would merge together as one, and then they'd split off. There'd be two of them, then there'd be one, then there'd be three of them, and at certain points they'd just disappeared altogether and would just reappear. They'd drop down close to the water, like right above the water, and started coming towards me.
All right, here to preview his special is Ross Coulthart. Ross, great to have you back on the show. So what is it about the coast of California? Why do you think we have so many reported encounters there?
Hello, Elizabeth. Look, I don't think it's a coincidence that California is the home to some of the biggest aerospace companies in America. And it's also probably the closest point where if you were a non-human civilization, you could hide yourself very successfully in thousands of meters of water with a reasonable degree of certainty that you wouldn't be detected. There are, as we know, huge gulfs of water just off the coast of California. The Baja California area is where the US Nimitz incident happened in 2004. And we know also that there's been repeated sightings of anomalous phenomena, not just that boat captain, Thor, but many, many dozens, in fact, hundreds of sightings have taken place around Catalina Island, just off the coast of LA. And I guess I'm only speculating here, but if you were an alien civilization, you know, 71% of the planet's surface is water. And if you're looking for a neutral environment that's temperature consistent, with low light where you want to hide, if there is an alien species targeting this planet, and a lot of people think there is, including certain congressmen, that would be the place to hide.
Yeah, and it's, I have noted on the show before, 27% of the ocean is mapped out by humans. We only know, we've mapped out 27% of our oceans. We know more about the surface of Mars and the surface of the moon than we do about our own oceans.
That's so true. And Elizabeth, I'll tell you, I've spoken to submariners who are working out of the submarine fleet with nuclear submarines up near Seattle there. And they've told me that they've recorded anomalous phenomena moving faster than the speed of sound underwater. Like that's let's say faster than 1,000 knots underwater. We don't have any craft in the human technology.
No, all that pressure, the water pressure, that it's hard to swim in the ocean, you know. You can't run across a swimming pool very fast, the way you can run on ground. It is hard to move fast at all under ocean.
Yeah, so we have this very silly situation where even under the current administration, there's a kind of a denial about the possibility of non-human intelligence or NHI. But the people who are coming forward to me and to Ben Hansen in this story are basically people who've worked on the water around Catalina Island. We've spoken to people in the military, and there is a vast number of people who are willing to go on the record to say they have witnessed anomalous phenomena underwater doing extraordinary things.
Just a yes or no answer, because this will be a teaser, but do their stories, are they describing the same thing or a bunch of different things that they're seeing?
Very much the same thing.
Okay.
Very much the same thing.
Very, very interesting. And by the way, to your point that California is the home to so many military bases, we know that many of the UFO sightings on land are also over nuclear facilities or sensitive defense installations. So, Ross Coulthart, thanks so much. The special is Underwater UFOs. It airs Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on NewsNation. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.